Guys, today we're going to be doing an impromptu SB Tactical shortening. We're going to shorten this thing up, popped off the back cover that normally is there. You can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, but we made a line here. We're going to cut it. First we're going to pop this out so we can angle it and everything when we're done, hopefully. We don't know if this is going to work, but we've measured it so far. We measured how deep we need to go with the buffer tube, and then how far it's going to go in here. So we measured the depth, and then we made it, drew the lines a little short, so when we sand it, we can take off some more. So stay with us, and we're going to punch out this bolt.
All right.
Tell me when you're ready. All right, here we go. Moving, and it is not. Maybe it's moving a little bit, not much. Get it a little higher. Barely moved anything. We need a different size. That seems like the size. So you can cut that. Let's see. By the way, guys, this isn't the best place to do this on, but we're doing it for you. Let's see. It just slides down. Nothing too fancy. Pretty easy. Pin is out. And that's it. So we're going to cut here first. And I've already marked on here as well where it needs to be cut. But remember, it's got a different angle once it's like this or like this. So you want it to where it's going to be like that. So we'll cut this and make it straight. So, all right, let me get to cutting. All right, so here's what we got. Knocked it off about an inch, and then this is a line just to keep everything straight, and then we're gonna sand it down just to give you a better end product, and then hopefully get rid of some of these saw marks. So basically that's it. I'll show you what we're doing. Here we go. So we're gonna do a little bit at a time. So I roll this back. Once this hardens up a little bit, it just breaks off rather easy. It's almost how Kydex performs in sanding wise, so it's very similar to that if you guys have ever done that. So we're actually staying pretty close to how I wanted to. Yeah, this way to this way. So that's one of the main things, guys. You don't want to sand too much, because if you hit too much like this, obviously I'm showing you at a drastic angle, but you don't want to hit too much and then you'll be uneven. So you want it to be able to stand flat. Obviously it's not going to stand by itself because it's top heavy, but a little bit at a time helps out. We're back at it. Very light pressure is what I'm putting. cools, breaks off rather easily. And we might call it good. I'm gonna see once we're done. I made this line a little bit higher, so it was supposed to be to the top of this line to the middle of it over here. But let's test it out and see what we got. All right, so all I'm doing is using a rat tail file. And we're gonna get rid of any of the burrs, plastic burr, whatever, leftover plastic, and give you a better end product. And we're gonna do it on the outside here as well. So we get rid of any sharp edge. You can use sandpaper if you'd like to. This is just very fast, rough, gets it done. All right, guys, stay with us, and we're going to put it back on and show you what it looks like with that fucking thing aside. All right, we're back. So far, so good. It's looking good. Lines look pretty straight. We were going to cut this, but we realized that it's going to actually be fine right around there. So we don't need to cut it. We're not going to cut it to match up. We actually kind of liked it like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this, just to knock a little bit more off, put it on the sisal wheel. We're going to show you that right now, what a sisal wheel is. It's like a buffing wheel, but a lot more aggressive. So stay tuned. All right, guys, we're here at the sisal wheel. This is it. It's very aggressive. So I'm just going to be very light, and all I just want to do is hit all this, and it's going to soften up the edge a little more. All right. So that's really all you need to do. So now all that did was round over this little section, or around the whole thing, but rounded it over. Now we can hit it with a, if you come over here, look at this, we can hit it with a buffing wheel, and even soften it a little more. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's try this. All right, the stiffer buffing wheel is what we're gonna start with, and then move on. Well, basically it. Don't have to hit it with another one, but why not? You guys don't have to hit it with any of this stuff. You could just literally use sandpaper or the rat tail, but we're gonna hit it with this one over here. I don't know if it's coming up in the video, but this will all wipe off. That's just rouge from the buffing wheels. So let's go put it on, see what we got. All right, guys, just so you know, so we get this done, it's the UCIX buttstock from LWRC. This is what you need. You need to buy this kit to make all this happen. Obviously, we can't use this on here because this is a pistol. So, but I just wanted to let you guys know what we end up using, and you can see almost have the same length, right? So that's pretty cool. But again, can't use this. Maybe use this on your rifle or something. But that's parts bin stuff right now. But I wanted to show you, same company makes this, that makes this. Why did they even bother making this? Do I like it? Is it cool? Yes. Looks cool. But to pull this out, you have to grab the other side. So two-handed to do that. We got this. This is one-handed, right? One-handed all day, same length. This you have 3 spots you can click. So that's 1, 2, and 3. This will give you 4. So that would be 2, 3, 4. And that's it. So I think it came out really good. So my buddy Joey came up with the idea to do this. Just had the tools to help him execute. And I don't know where he learned this. He learned this from somebody online. But you take this, fold it up when not in use. You know, when you're ready to store this piece. And then you put a little Ranger band on here to keep everything nice and tight until you're ready to use it. And then you can pull this off, pull those pieces. Just makes it a smaller package for when you're transporting it. And back to this, we were gonna cut this at an angle, but we ended up liking having it still fully, because then you do that, it stops it here. There's still no problem here. So everything is a nice package. So that's as low as you can get. And I'll show you what we took off. This is what we took off. We sanded a different angle to see if we can match. We were gonna think about matching this, but we determined that everything straight was easier to do and looked fine. And you can see we rounded everything over. This is pretty damn close to how that ended up coming out. So it looks like it's factory. So I'm very happy with that, and I'm sure he is as well. But any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. You guys get a quick view. Hopefully it'll help you. This is still on here, no problems, doesn't get pushed out. Like I said, 1 1/8 is about what we took off. But if you're gonna do it, cut it about 1 inch and then sand back the 1/8. So, you know, I mean, if there's any mistakes, just take your time with the sander, like I said before, and you should be good to go. Later, guys. We'll see you in the next one.